as a traditional offense like murder, arson, or vandalism with an added element of bias, end quote. Let's bring in our legal guys. Avery Friedman, a civil rights attorney and law professor in Cleveland. Good to see you. And Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor, joining us from Las Vegas. Good to see you as well. Okay, Avery, so you first, from what you know about this case, does it fit the criteria for a hate crime?
Well, the statute doesn't require someone looking out to hurt someone or kill someone based on a religion, but rather religion. And here we have some evidence of motive that relates to his anti-religious stance. Yes, there were people that were not Muslims with whom he got into disagreements over parking, but he didn't kill them. So the reality is that there may very well be a hate crime claim. The U.S. Attorney, the FBI are looking at it. Let's see what happens.
So, Richard, just because there is a track record that he may have had this sentiment, doesn't it also have to be used that that sentiment is what motivated this crime, and that would help define it as a hate crime or not?
That's entirely the key, Fred. You can analyze this case emotionally and do an emotional analysis or a legal analysis. We see him being charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. That's life without parole. If he gets convicted, which he most likely will on all 3 of those for the execution-type killing, those are going to run consecutive. So that's 3 life terms without parole. That'll be a sentence. The clamoring for the hate crime, it may be coming from an emotional response that, well, he must have hated him, that's why he killed them, bring a hate crime prosecution. But a legal analysis of the federal law requires, Fred, as you said, that there be an ultimate bias and that the killing was motivated by that bias, and that's why he did it. Here the bias would be religion. He didn't like their religion, so he killed them because they were Muslim. They're looking for an investigation. They're seeing if they can uncover anything, looking at his social media accounts and everything else. So far, it's basically coming out pretty much from his wife, who they're getting divorced, is that he basically hated everyone, and he had no motivation or bias against Muslims per se.
I don't know how you conclude that.
If that's the case, it's not going to happen,
I don't know how you
Fred.
conclude
They're not going to
that.
bring this prosecution under the federal statute. And
why would it be important for there to be a distinction, Avery? We're already talking about, just as Richard just said, we're already talking about a potential sentence which is very severe. I mean, he'll never see the light of day if convicted just as a crime, period, but then you put on top of it a hate crime. Why would that be significant or important to establish?
Well, I think it would be a principled thing that reflects that the United States will not tolerate any kind of discrimination or harassment or intimidation, or in this case, death, based on not a religion, but religion. That's what the statute says. So I think it's premature to make a judgment, and there was some reference to clamoring. No, let's get an investigation. Let's find out what's going on. And if religion factored into it, there should be an additional count. That's all.
Okay, and yeah, because Richard, apparently, Craig Hicks' Facebook page, it doesn't appear to show him targeting Muslims, but as already stated, he had an anti-religion sentiment, promoting atheism.
And Fred, they're going to have to prove that that was the motivation for this killing because of their religion. It's really a long shot, Fred. And I'll tell you something else. The President of the United States stepped out and made a statement about condemning this type of killing, and he's right to do that. But then to take it further and say people should not be targeted, I think that was wrong. The investigation is in place. Let's let the investigation unfold, and if it's there, they'll bring this federal hate crime prosecution. If not, they're going to walk away from it because they can't prove it.
Okay, Avery, why do you disagree?
Very simply, the president was right. He said we can't tolerate it. There has to be a competent investigation. Again, he was angry at other people who weren't Muslim. He didn't kill them. What's the differentiation? It may very well be motive. Let's see what the investigation shows.
All right, Avery, Richard, always good to see you. Thanks so much.
Fred, you should be in that presidential challenge, Fred. You get my vote to get in there. I know you'd win.
And the red dress says it all. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, happy Valentine's. That's right. Richard's got his red. I appreciate it. All right. Hey, happy Valentine's, fellas. All right.